what is the difference between a non-public and a private school in California? Now, under the IDEA, the states have the ability to pay for a private school placement for a student if they want to. And the rules about how they contract with the private school is left up to the individual state. So in California, if you have a placement that's private and you want it written into your IEP, the district can do that, but then what's going to happen is they're either going to have to assist the private school in obtaining non-public school certification, or they're going to have to give the school a temporary waiver of certification so that they can make the private school into a non-public school. Non-public schools have an application process through the California Department of Education where they have to provide certain assurances and fingerprint their staff and TB clear their staff and make sure that they meet minimum state standards for certification, and then they become a non-public school rather than a private school. The reason that's significant in California is if you are non-public, all the rules about discipline, expulsion, and other things apply to you just as if you were in a regular public school, whereas if you're in a purely private school, that's not true. More and more of our families, though, are turning to private schools because the non-public schools are few in number, and they are limited in terms of what they can offer because the districts pay them so little. The districts pay like $125 a day to a non-public school, and that's just not enough money to get the kind of training and qualified staff that you need to work with a person with autism. So that's just a little bit on public and private, non-public and private schools and how they differ. And then we keep hearing about other health impairment on the show and in life, and other health impairment, I've told you, is not an automatic IDEA eligible disability. You have to show, for example, that your ADHD or your asthma or your migraines or whatever the issue is something which causes limited strength, vitality, or alertness, including a heightened alertness to environmental stimuli that results in limited alertness with respect to the educational environment, that is due to a chronic or acute health problem such as asthma, attention deficit, diabetes, epilepsy, a heart condition, hemophilia, lead poisoning, leukemia, nephritis, rheumatic fever, sickle cell anemia, Tourette syndrome, and adversely affects a child's educational performance. So that's section 300.8C9 of the federal regulations, so 34 CFR 300.8. I can send this all to you, Shannon, after the show if you want to put it up. But basically, you've got to show all those things to get eligibility under other health impairment. And that's come up a lot, so I wanted to mention it.
Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.